What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here. We got some big new news out here on President Joe Biden's new plan to raise Social Security benefits while also keeping Social Security solvent. I'm going to show you here what is President Biden's four-point plan, how the proposal on Social Security changes impacts you. This will actually raise the minimum Social Security payout to $1,519. I'll show you exactly how that calculates out mathematically. And this is for the Social Security Special Minimum Benefit, which is currently in 2023 $1,033. I'll show you exactly how you get that and how that would be raised under President Biden's current proposal and what needs to be done to pass this here in this video. So let's jump right in. And if you're new here, make sure to click the subscribe button down below. It's completely free to do so, and the bell icon so you don't miss out on any new videos. I'll keep you up to date here with everything going on here in our country on a daily basis. And also, thanks so much for liking and share this video with anybody that needs to hear this information, as this stuff is very, very important. They are going to need to do some changes to Social Security. If they don't do anything to Social Security, it will run out of money in as early as 9 years, according to the CBO, the Congressional Budget Office, their latest reports. Congress has known this for a while, and they have done nothing. Okay, so that we know that they have raised the Social Security age once already, and if they don't do anything, the Social Security is going to run out of money, as well as the Medicare Trust Fund. The Medicare Trust Fund could actually run out of money in as early as 5 years. And France just raised their early retirement age, and people were literally out in the streets gathering here. I'll show you the headline. Yeah, you can see the headline here. France had to raise their retirement age from 62 to 64, which is still less than ours. But countries all around the world are dealing with this, and our system is actually not well off, worse off than some of the other countries, because of we're all kind of dealing with the same issues here. And that is insolvency. People are living longer, and now the baby boomer generation is retiring, which means a large percentage of people are now not going to be paying into the system. So that large percentage of people are now going to be retiring, which takes a large percentage out of the paying population. So now we have President Biden's new four-point plan, how the proposal on Social Security will change impacts to you. Here's the details on this. Like many U.S. lawmakers, President Joe Biden wants to fix Social Security before the Old Age and Survivors Insurance Trust Fund runs out of money. That could happen within the next decade, leaving Social Security solely dependent on payroll taxes, which currently would only cover about 77% of benefits, which would mean a 23 or 24% reduction in your Social Security checks if they do nothing. So they can't just leave it alone. They have got to do something. They have got to do something. You've got to be very clear with that. President Biden has proposed a four-point plan to boost the program that would mostly impact high earners and company executives by taxing them more. Who tends to have much bigger retirement savings accounts than the typical American? Among other things, the Biden plan would raise the income threshold on which their wages are subject to Social Security payroll taxes. The premise here is that on people that make millions and millions of dollars, they're only taxed on actually a small percentage of their payroll taxes. It's actually gone up to, I think, around $160,000 now, on which they stop paying Social Security payroll taxes. The reason is because that's the max that they can pay into Social Security, because that's the maximum benefit that they get. Okay, so the proposal here is that they would now start repaying into Social Security at $250,000 or $400,000. There's a couple different proposals out there. They would start paying into Social Security payroll taxes again, but get no benefits for those taxes. Republicans are not too keen on this idea, especially because they've raised taxes on this before in the past, and they would also get no benefit. Taxation without representation type of deal, and also raising taxes again. You can let me know your thoughts on this, and they would get no benefit for the Social Security payroll taxes, paying into the system but getting no benefit. Let me know your thoughts. I'll tell you the other reason here and why they're not keen on this also in a second. Biden's 4-point plan would do the following: tax earned income above $400,000, leaving wages being between $160,000 and $400,000 untaxed. At $400,000, they would start paying into the Social Security system again. Change the calculation for determining annual Social Security costs of living COLAs so they are no longer based on the CPI-W, which is the current system. Biden favors basing the COLA on the CPIE, Consumer Price Index for the elderly, which would actually give a little bit better COLAs for the elderly. Raise the PIA, primary insurance amount age, that determines how much money you'll receive in Social Security benefits. Raise the special minimum benefits for lifetime lower wage workers to 125% of the federal poverty level for Social Security beneficiaries. And this is a really big one. All those extra taxes being paid by the high income earners would raise the special minimum benefit to 125% of the federal poverty level. Now, what is the Social Security special minimum benefit? The highest special minimum benefit for 2023 is $1,033.50 per month. Social Security's special minimum benefit can get you at least $49.40 to $133.50 per month in 2023. You'll receive 100% of the benefit if you file at full retirement age or later. Benefits are reduced if you file early. The Social Security special minimum benefit provides a primary insurance amount to low-earning workers. The lowest minimum PIA in 2023 with at least 11 years working is $49 per month. The full PIA requires at least 30 years of work and is $1,033 per month. 125% of that would be $1,519 per month, or a raise of $485. Now, this is similar to Bernie Sanders' plan before, but slightly different. And this, in a modified version, could raise Social Security benefits for all Social Security beneficiaries, depending on how they would pass it. Some Republicans like this idea. Some Republicans don't like this idea. Some Republicans are actually for this idea in the basis of raising the taxes on high income earners and some are not. However, some Republicans do not like paying out the extra benefits because if they don't pay out the extra benefits, it will reduce the solvency of how long Social Security could last. Because if they just take in the extra taxes but don't pay out the extra benefits, Social Security would last longer. I think that's common sense. The question here is, the poverty issue in America, and also the low and middle income class issue in America. 2/3 of Americans live paycheck to paycheck here in America. So the question here is, do we want to help seniors? Do we want to help Americans here in America? It's somewhere around 50% of Americans retire with no savings at all and only live on Social Security. So literally, and I mean, we look here at the average Social Security benefit now in 2023. I see a few different numbers here, but the average check here is $1,693 according to the Social Security Administration. Another number I've seen was $1,800. I haven't seen a number lower than that, so I'm going to go with the lower number here of $1,693. The problem here with this, we know that the COLA raise of this past year was the highest in 40 years. The problem with this is the average rent across the United States is about $2,000 a month. You can see here the national median rent is around $1,995 a month. So the average senior can't even afford rent, let alone electricity, food, a car payment, you know, everything else, groceries, insurance, all sorts of other stuff. So, I mean, that money might sound decent or it might sound terrible. I mean, depending on how you're looking at things. But the reality of it is it's not enough. It's not even enough for rent, let alone a house payment and retiring in the golden age and being able to travel the world and stuff. So the average American does not have enough money for retirement. So I mean, you could look at things one way or another, but raising Social Security benefits, the average American retires with no savings. 50% of Americans retire with no savings and only relies on Social Security. So, does reform need to be done to the Social Security system? I think so. You let me know your thoughts here in the comments. I'll keep you up to date here with everything happening here with these changes, and they're going to need to make changes here, or else Social Security will run out of money within less than 10 years, and Medicare. So make sure to subscribe down below, click the bell icon. Thank you for liking and sharing these videos. Here's some videos you should watch next. You won't believe what Congress is doing right now in this video, and President Joe Biden just passed executive orders here in this video. So click on one of those videos next. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.